I had to learn this one the very hard way, and as you probably already know what happened just recently with me. What you actually believe to be true may not actually be true, and for the majority of time, if you've never done any introspection, if you've never questioned your thoughts or what you believe to be true, there's a good chance that it's not serving you and it's not right because that basically the universe will mirror back to you what your beliefs are. So if you're got happiness, a good thriving relationship, a good thriving income, you're happy with the job and the day-to-day life that you've got, there's a good chance that your beliefs are serving you. But if you've got poor health, if you've got poor happiness, if you're not happy to go to the job that you go to, or just your day-to-day life really isn't making you super happy, well, there's a belief system there that you haven't really created because it was given to you, but you haven't questioned it and you've allowed it just to keep flourishing and you keep expressing it, and now the universe is just showing you what those beliefs are bringing you into your life. So the danger is quite real, because I'll give you my example. For 5 years I believed the vegan diet was the best diet anyone could have. Now, I watched some documentaries 5 years ago, thought, yeah, this makes sense, it aligned with my spiritual values and blah 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 blah. What did it give me? It made me sick. Now, I'm not saying the vegan diet's wrong, or not. This isn't a religious debate. I'm just giving you my story. But to give you an example of a belief system bringing bad luck, well, yeah, I definitely got really sick, and it wasn't bad luck. It's because I wasn't eating foods that aligned with my physiology. My belief systems were preventing me from listening to my body and letting my body tell me what I needed to eat, instead of just thinking I knew what was the best thing to eat. And that's why I got sick. So this is across the board, whether it's happiness, whether it's relationships, wherever you think you've got bad luck in your life, or where things don't really make you happy, well, there's a good chance that the way you see the world is what's actually creating that problem. So how do you fix it? Very similar to the video I made about untangling your psychology. You have to give up and be open-minded to be like, okay, maybe I'm not right. Maybe this documentary that I did watch wasn't the be-all and end-all. Maybe I have to investigate further. Maybe I have to keep researching. Maybe I have to keep experimenting. Essentially, you've got to have an open mind. You've got to be open and flexible to new suggestions, to new ways of living and thinking and behaving. And this is, unfortunately, you can do it by yourself. I did. Took a long time, but I'll just give you an example of why I've actually got a job, is because people bring their belief systems to our conversations, and it's clear as day to me, because I'm super honest and objective with myself. So obviously when I hear bullshit, if I don't tolerate it within myself, how am I going to let someone who's paying me to get better, how am I going to tolerate it there? I'm not. So obviously my job is to call them out on their bullshit belief systems. So a coach does shortcut, save you a lot of time. But if that's not something for you, then get out here, or find somewhere in your house where you won't be distracted. Spend a lot of time analysing the areas in your life where you feel you're not too happy with, and then look at your belief structures and the way you see the world, and just see, okay, what's creating this mess? And you spend enough time contemplating, and then you get feedback in how you do interact with the world, you'll quickly see where you are being ignorant and closed-minded, and what's actually creating the mess, because every problem has a solution. The solution is getting quiet, journaling, contemplating, meditating, just being introspective, not trying to outthink it, not trying to be an Einstein and trying to work out the equations of the world. No, it's just let intuition, let yourself just kind of be guided to doing, experimenting other diets, or jobs, or girlfriends or boyfriends, whatever your problem is. you've got to try other stuff so that you can get some kind of counter response to what you're doing, so then you can have a scientific analysis of what you're doing, because you can, hey, see, I believe this to be true, but now I've tried this. You have a better gauge of what is actually true. Catch ya.